Are you on an important phone call? Graded a bunch of juries this morning. And I'm now officially done with my academic responsibilities for the summer. And took my TAs out for margaritas at 11 a.m. I drank a couple margaritas and I came home and I streamed some of the Star Wars Outlaws DLC. And I took a nap. John's at Six Flags right now with a bunch of high school band kids. Which if we hadn't had juries this morning, I probably would have gone with, because I get to go for free. But I couldn't this year. He just texted me and said he was about to go on a ride, which is really funny because he's not the kind of guy that goes on rides.
It will take more than a Geonosian factory to reconstruct whatever bits and pieces are left of our challengers after this next match.
You think you can resist?
Evil talk to a murderous start.
Oh, go to the menu. They pulled out like 3 maxes out of nowhere. We're not doing that kind of game tonight with 3 people. Also, I had 1 foot out of the door anyway there because I fucking hate that map. Also, I'd really like to know why the Xbox app on my PC won't let me get to my messages. Do you use the Xbox app on your PC? Yeah, I've actually been through 3 of them, because back in the day, I used, you could mirror on your PC. And so instead of getting a capture card, I would, just stream from what was mirroring on my PC. But then I got the new Xbox, and then the new Xbox didn't have that functionality. So I had to download the secret test build that was on a Mexican server somewhere that Microsoft owned. I don't even know how. Like, the whole thing was very strange, but it was like a test build of the PC app that worked with the new Xbox. It was very strange. But then I just got a capture card and it ended up making everything way easier.
The powers of good waste no time and score first.
I think we can slip right by. Little more and we got
Kyle, I lost it.
Stay down. targets left.
I thought I was right.
We need to keep moving forward. I've got something we should try.
Oh shit! Oh, that's bad green lightsabers. Not good green lightsabers.
Trouble with your scanners?
Watch out! Oh, he just fell off.
This should do it.
Chosen one, countless victims.
What's up, Wenton? Oh, no team audio. That's my fault. That's 'cause I was doing Outlaws earlier.
You achieved
I fixed it, though. I should be able to
50%
get
of
it.
the required carnage.
They weren't saying much anymore.
No. Got him.
I think we all know how this is gonna end.
Someone go for the Iden on the right. Someone go for the Iden on the right.
Arm daring madness from the Wookiee.
Look sharp. I think you can see him.
Damn, she only hit me once. It took half my fucking health.
And here I liked you.
Not too much further now.
You scratched up the Falcon getting here.
A wealth of victims for Lando Calrissian.
Won't take me down.
Who's
I
playing
got an
Lando?
idea.
Damn.
Is your finger tired?
This is where the
Yeah.
fun begins.
That's why he's not gold. I can only play him like one time a night.
Call this a diplomatic solution.
Also, Wenton, what kind of computer do you have?
Careful where you shoot.
Min's got raging Raptor on the villains.
A very wise Jedi once said.
Oh,
Man,
now they're done
just
with
one.
one.
This works. Let's give it
Now they have at least two.
all right. Getting dusty.
Don't be racist, Kylo. Oh, shit. I need help. Oh, I need help.
Cheater or not,
Did you get
no
him?
one puts the grand
Oh
in
my
grand
God.
finale like Lando Calrissian.
He had no stamina. I hit him like 5 times.
the 3-day weekend is until next week. Fuck.
Isn't that Wenton? Isn't that a processor? Or did you build it yourself? Is what you're saying?
Tip it.
Also, take it from someone. I built the PC that I stream from, and I play like non-Battlefront games on. Before I built it, I had a couple of friends who had like built a couple of computers, and they really let on like it was some meticulous brand of brain surgery that you had to be a genius to do. You absolutely do not.
You just plug this thing
Yeah,
into that
you
thing.
you buy
and you
you
slide
yeah.
that thing into this thing.
That is exactly what it is. You take this out of the box and you plug it into the right spot.
Then you plug this into the outlet and you turn it on.
And if you've done everything right, then it works.
I mean, maybe back in like the 90s, building PCs was a little more touch and go and shit, but nowadays it's like, it's all very modular.
Consumer friendly.
Yeah. You just made the ghost of fucking why am I blanking on his name? First CEO of
I
Apple.
can't help you. Steve Jobs.
Yeah, you just made, by saying consumer friendly, you just made Steve Jobs roll over in his grave. He is very against the idea of, first of all, the idea of people upgrading their Macs or like messing around with the specs and shit. He hated that idea.
That's why I love my Android. Whatever the fuck I want on this phone.
To be fair, the thing I've enjoyed about having Apple phones is I literally have no. Thanks for fragging me there, Boba. I have no worry about someone like hacking my phone, because Apple phones are more or less kind of immune from that.
Yeah, they have really good protection. Being said, nothing has ever happened to my phone. You can also get
Well, who'd want to hack your shit? You're boring.
protection. Exactly. Just
He's boring. That's the story.
To be fair, no one would want to hack my phone for exactly the same reason. Maybe if I was.
oh come on.
Maybe if I was like the Secretary of Defense or something, and I was inviting random people to my Signal, maybe then I'd be worried.
Oh, they could fuck that one up.
Oh shit!
Oh, Finn. Fucking Finn.
Oh, I was gonna push him in, but my choke killed him.
I'm pretty sure he switched from Han Solo to Finn after I bullied him with BB-90.
That is how I would kill
Oh,
you if you bullied me with
sabers
BB.
again.
Oh.
Got him.
Did I get him? Yeah! He tried to push me, but I pushed him.
They're all over here. I'm shooting at.
They're afraid of me. They should.
We'll do this together. Lightsaber, they all start to scatter.
All hail the Dark Lord of Kill
Damn.
Streaks.
defy me?
Oh!
Increase
realize how low I
fatality
was.
production by 50% to achieve victory.
No mistakes.
It's above us.
Follow me.
Cool.
No escape.
What's up, flying squirrels with a Z?
Why are you wasting your time?
Oh, he ignored my choke. That wasn't even a thanks choke moment. He just didn't react to it at all.
Watch the approaches.
Run, Yoda. Run.
I saved that item from dying from a stupid mistake.
Oh, I've been healing her so much. Now she's shooting me.
She's-
How dare you think
She started meleeing Yoda when she had like really low health.
I wonder if she realized to get back to healing her.
You are as clumsy as you are stupid.
Oh.
Watch out for Luke up there. They should figure out how to use her secondary.
Nice. Always fun to see a baby learning.
I know what you're thinking.
Be grateful for my mercy.
Boba, he's low if you want to.
Too crowded.
Oh, never mind, he jumped out.
Commanding performance from Iden Versio.
Watch out for me.
Try to attack my item. Still healing this bitch.
Aiden's coming in. Leia. Light side of Aiden.
Apology accepted.
Margie,
Oh, did you get her?
Do not oppose me.
Dark side doesn't rule you.
My master means me and the dark.
All hail the Dark Lord of Kill Streaks.
These are the fruits of treason.
A bet worse than disintegration for the heroes.
Luke on the right.
Skywalker is with the rebels. Cannot hide.
Going in! I don't do anything financial on my phone, so best a hacker will get a few miscellaneous phone numbers. And all your Pornhub search history. The fuck was that?
Not me.
It was from me, sorry.
Shut up.
Did I don't think our rando stayed with us. That's too bad. He was doing a pretty okay job.
Sure.
Saw the stream today, Starfighter. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be playing it again. Like soon, obviously, because I haven't finished the DLC, but maybe we'll do one tomorrow, like during the day. I did find a data pad that was a note from Ochi of Bastoon, which is kind of a like a Star Wars deep cut, and was kind of a meme on our channel there for a little bit. I was kind of surprised to see his name pop up in a Empire Strikes Back / Return of the Jedi era story.
Who's that guy? I don't know who he is.
Have you seen Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Okay, so he's the guy that killed Rey's parents. That they find his skeleton underground where the snake is, the big snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was an assassin that Palpatine and Vader used to hunt Jedi, and Luke was trying to find him after Return of the Jedi, but never did. Oh wait, where's Finn? Oh,
The battle of battles.
I've got a very bad feeling about this. Yes, you and everyone else. Your purpose is complete.
The light is
Focusing on
immediately
them?
snuffed out.
Consider this payback for all the Jedi you murdered.
did we lose Finn already?
I don't know.
Nah.
I was right above you.
Let's avoid any gentle Skywalkers. Shall we?
We need to back up. I'm having trouble seeing what.
Small. It's just assisting our egress.
The less evil team takes the lead.
I think you just stunned me.
Kylo Ren.
finishing last this time.
Oh, I really need that. Oh, no. Fuck you, breathe it. Wow.
Oh, I can't do
How
it.
am I get up?
If you stay close to Finn, you can just punch him.
It's really weird. Taking any of my
Let's
bullets.
see you try to take this lightsaber.
Stop focusing on
Bring more of them.
I keep trying to kill him, but
Oh my god.
God,
No.
Your master really should have taught you not to be so impulsive.
watch out.
Touche.
Got him. Fuck.
Finn, you need to take cover somewhere.
Stop you. Obi-Wan's gonna kill me.
You're probably too far away from, or you're getting to be too far away from Finn.
Here, take a load off.
Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh, Finn needs help.
Arm daring madness from the Wookiee.
Watch out.
Consider this place for all the Jedi who murdered.
Oh,
Get-
fucking
go
Vader,
somewhere.
where did you even come from?
Where are you?
Slippery.
Chosen one. Countless victims.
Slippery enough.
Finn needs help.
Holy shit! How am I still alive?
Ooh.
Readjust priorities.
Okay, I got a
That
stun on
conflict
him
is only
yesterday.
half
Killed him for
over.
like a full minute.
Oh, Rico, you are so far away from us. Oh, well,
I'm just
this
playing
one
out
did.
in the open because it's making it more fun. It's stressful.
Ready to quit?
Oh,
I've got
There is no death.
Let me make this simple.
yeah, it gets down to 2.
You call this a diplomatic solution? We're in a bit of a situation.
Oh, this is mean.
Getting close. Not so smart now, are you?
I shouldn't have been able to pull him out of that.
Yeah, that was. I've never seen that actually.
I usually can do it. I can usually do it out of, like with this claw rush, with the right timing. Oh, you guys have a.
Bit of a situation. Could I have a word?
I see you've missed me. You are fighting for the wrong side.
I'm all.
He went back to his home.
Finn's gone raging Raptor on the villains.
Shoot her!
Sometimes I'll just say that to myself at my desk while I'm at work, and I'll forget that my boss is sitting behind me. She'll be like, "What did you say?"
Is that a threat? I'm blind, I can't see a fucking thing.
Hope you're ready to move.
Oh, Finn, you're real low.
I've been low the entire game. Like since they were at 20 tickets. It's only a matter of time.
Can we get off this hill?
Yeah.
You could have 10 jetpacks for all I care. It still won't make a difference.
Oh, I'm stuck in my... What a fucking joke. To your left, Finn.
Not so
Or
smart
behind you,
now,
I
are
guess. Oh, never mind. I missed it. Finn was.
Oh, come on, I dodged that.
Can't dodge them all.
No.
No problem. It's never
Now it ends.
Stressful.
Have you ever played any of the popular mods like Kyber? No, I'm playing on Xbox. And as I understand, Kyber's the only way that you can play without dealing with hackers, right?
Yep.
Which is why I don't recommend to people that they play this on PC. Because EA Dice has done nothing to help with that.
That's my lowest level villain.
Mine's got to be
Boba.
Maul.
Oh, but no. This is Monty's favorite thing to do Boba on, so I'll let my Boba.
Mine's
You can do Boba. I don't.
111.
That's fine. I'll be BB9E, whatever.
Yeah, my Darth Maul is 111. That's by far the lowest character I have in this game. I think my sniper class is higher than that. Alright, he's almost got his level 400 Palpatine. Hi, my name is Darth Codpiece.
The balance of the force is in flux. It's up to the heroes of the galaxy to defend the light against the villains of the dark side. Let the show begin.
Oh, alright. We just went with that.
The heroes come out fighting.
Alright, this... Oh! Guys, where is everybody?
Killing Hans.
Guys,
Think not.
oh my.
The dark side continues to eclipse the
Man.
light.
Controller.
I'm out of stamina. Like I need.
Defy not.
Oh shit, they are surrounding us.
Yeah, we don't have much like this. Oh. God damn it. The Anakin's gonna be a problem.
Everyone's a problem.
Also, I think we need a better shooter.
Not oppose.
Villainy steals the lead.
Biden.
Well, I mean, Boba will be fine.
No.
I'm warning. You don't want to make
I got pushed.
Cannot hide.
Don't bother fighting.
You guys have an Anakin coming up.
Don't get up on my
Your destiny is sealed. Your efforts are useless.
Commanding performance from Iden Versio.
Witness.
Droid, snap that enemy. Got it. You started this.
You cannot flee.
Dude, do we not have a?
Valiant effort.
I'm trying to figure out why it is I'm over here
No
with
escape.
4 people.
The girl. She carries a familiar lightsaber.
Got any AoE characters over here?
Yeah, my teammates are soaking up all the bullets.
Anyone else feeling reckless?
I'm trying to just.
Leave me alone, Anakin.
You know what to do.
Your life ends.
Shot, droid.
Required enemies heartlessly killed. 50%.
I did.
Think not.
She gets in like 4 hits before you can do anything.
Your hope has blinded you.
Bad item.
You cannot resist.
Oh, behind you.
Watch the reinforcements.
I can't. I'm out of stamina. It's it's like me versus 4 people this entire fucking match. I don't understand how.
Okay, I keep getting sniped from behind. And I have to go across half the map to find somebody.
Yeah, the respawns are terrible.
Shoot off sight.
At least I'm still consistently getting kills.
Cannot harm.
Who's this woman with
Watch out! I didn't watch out. God damn it!
All hail the Dark Lord of Kill
faster.
Let's ignore my droid.
You cannot.
Come on.
Jesus Christ.
The price.
You want to guys the Leia here?
I'm getting bullied by a Boba here, or a Yoda. Sorry, they're not catching up.
All right, troops, make
They're on from the tents.
Here they are!
I was trained by Obi-Wan and Yoda.
You cannot flee.
Palpatine closes out the match with the
Fucking
tough
we
type
get
of
that fucking
diplomacy
saber
he's
lock
become
on
famous for.
sometimes. What's up, Tyrone? When I'm being chased by a Vader, he will literally teleport across the fucking map to stay on me. Like the saber lock will literally pull him to wherever I am.
Yeah, it's almost like its own dash.
Yeah.
I'll see other
Except
Vaders.
that
like,
when I swing at someone
dash.
who is like modestly in front of me, I'll just sit there and swing at air. Like won't.
Yeah. Happens to me all the time.
Crosslands. I do have a hard time seeing on that map. I also have a hard time seeing on maps that are like the nighttime maps. Are you gonna play Finn?
Yeah, sorry.
Good versus evil, light versus dark, heroes versus villains.
Where are we going, guys?
Gonna win.
about these guys. Not good.
Also, when we need to start doing Leia.
Take a load off.
And the slaughter is underway as evil attack.
Jesus Christ.
Get pulled.
On the back way to the king. Down on your left.
We need that buff pretty quick. He's going for a Finn.
Aiden, if you're gonna jump up there, fucking do it. Jesus Christ.
Could I have a
I think she's trying to figure out how to get up there.
Master. Ah, fuck that boba.
Of them left.
I don't like Felucia so much. The reason I don't like Felucia is because, watch out, Finn. When it's the newest map, I think. And when it first came out, they said the map rotation so that you were more likely to get it. So you can play the new map. Did we lose Finn? Because I don't have the thing.
I think I've got this.
You don't, but everyone else did. That was strange.
It's hard for me to tell sometimes when I have it because I get the resistance buff from Chewie using damage.
Chemo.
It actually mulked me from making a reckless decision I was about to make.
Same here.
He was like, no, you stay with your team. It's like, thank you for the reminder.
Said Finn, you should probably stay in the cave. There's a boba out here.
As his Sith lessons taught him, teamwork makes the dream work.
Good guy, Maul. How's that hitting you? How is it hitting me and you?
How the fuck did Boba get away? That was crazy.
I don't know. He should have been caught in my.
You caught him. I guarantee you he's at like 1 or 2 or bullshit number.
No more.
Hit the droid. Damn it.
Mind tricked. Oh, poor Boba.
Killed him by shooting him in the dick.
You're a monster.
Okay.
Oh, I can tell he's so proud of himself.
50% more
That was good.
terminations until
There's
flattery
a-
commences.
An Iden and a boss over here.
Don't just fight out there, think.
Got him. Fuck.
Try again, Mason Blade.
Inferno squad.
Your destiny.
Oh, we're teabagging this guy. Watch out.
Dead center.
Palpatine.
Not Palpatine.
Oh no.
We can't be out here without a layer. Watch out, guys.
Oh, and Boba came in again.
Come on, hit him. Yeah.
Ooh, got him.
The pressure on. That armor's looking rusty. Don't test that.
Chosen one, countless victims.
Sorry, friend. Take cover. Sorry, friend.
Behind you.
Oh. That looked like an accident. I'm not sure if it was or not.
One lightsaber and they all start to scatter.
Oh. Damn.
See how they like a little blaster fire.
Solo shoots blast. A stunning display of marksmanship that will claim more victims every time he describes it.
Huh. Oh, Rando was getting some points.
What was his rank? Did you guys see? What was his level?
I think.
Didn't see.
He responded by message to my message to stay with us. Oh, his gamer tag is Ben Strokes It. That's weird.
Oof. That's pretty cringe.
What a gentleman.
Do you want? Who do you want to play? Monty.
I'll play Vader.
Go to the menu.
Okay. Dick Spite. Is it?
Okay, everyone cross their fingers and hope for a really good map. Also, while you're at it, cross your fingers so that I get my Xbox messages on my PC app. It's almost like I got signed out of my account or something. It's weird. Oh, see, I like this map.
Is it good?
Reminds me a little bit of I started Rogue One earlier today, just because we finished Andor season 2 and it's been on my mind a whole bunch. And the CGI Tarkin did not age terribly well. Like, it's worse than I remember it.
Oh.
It's amazing how the mind does that for old things that we've watched, like old video games and whatnot.
Well, when we saw it in theaters, that type of face replacement was industry breaking. Like, that was insane, the level of realism they got. But like, now that we've seen a bunch of deep fake stuff, which they didn't do for Tarkin, you know, I'll do it.
I mean, it's not like Lucasfilm is against going back to its old movies and, like, upping them up. So, you know, why don't they go back and just up Tarkin a bit?
Yeah, John asked the same exact question. And I'm pretty sure the answer as to why they won't is because George Lucas isn't in control anymore. That man was neurotically a perfectionist and is, and he hasn't died or anything, but like there are just things with Star Wars he was never happy with, that he just couldn't live with.
Destiny takes a dark turn as the first hero falls.
Thank you, little droid, buddy.
I would go around this side where that Luke.
Got you, son of a bitch.
You were expecting him, I think. Thanks, Don. I'm gonna watch Andor season 2 again before I watch Rogue One. We got kind of emotional at the end of Andor season 2. We just... I hope fans realize either now or sometime soon how much of a gift that show actually was to fans.
And how integral Kathleen Kennedy was
Yeah.
to protecting the creative process of
Yep.
that show.
Yeah, I saw that quote
Fucks.
by Tony Gilroy. It's funny. He perfectly he kind of perfectly summed up what the role of an executive producer is. right? You make sure the trains run on time and you remove obstacles. Like that's your job. At least that's what it should be. I know their producers are really terrible people.
Or you shoehorn your niece into a pivotal, role and ruin the entire.
Wait, who are you talking about? Because that could be anyone.
The Avatar live action.
We'll find them.
You mean Avatar: The Last Airbender or Avatar James Cameron?
Yeah.
Oh.
Last year.
Are you talking about M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah, the actor that played Taro was one of the producers' nieces or something.
I try not to think about that one too much.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I remember thinking, you know what? I remember seeing this. I remember not liking it, but surely it does not deserve all the hate that that we've given it. And I went and watched a part of it, and it was like, oh my god, this is objectively terrible.
Yeah, they're all different characters, completely.
It's just really bizarre, and some of the like.
I've never been able to get through that whole fucking movie.
What's
I never
weird is
finished
some of the weird shit that he did in that movie, he never stopped doing. And a really good example of this, John downloaded his Josh Hartnett serial killer movie, where they go to a concert. You guys know what I'm talking about?
That one was also really bad.
Yes, it was
But
terrible.
It was nice seeing Josh as a bad guy.
Yes, I like him a lot. He deserved better than that film. But he's like, M. Night Shyamalan did the same thing where he does these really awkward push-ups on people's faces and these like very strange shots. They're just uncomfortable and they don't really allow the dialogue to do its shot. Like it's very jarring.
Is this movie that he tried to jumpstart his daughter's singing career?
I don't know, but that would, now that I think about it, that would make sense. Because
Yeah.
was that his daughter that was that?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Literally, you would just pull Will Smith.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting because like you would think that if you cared about your daughter, that's not how you would do it. You do it really well, you do it right.
Apparently, she pitched him the idea to the movie, and he was like, "We'll make it, honey."
Anything for you, sweetheart.
Spare the rod.
Yeah, that child didn't stand a fucking chance.
It's just like I've noticed some of those like cinematography decisions in some of his films, especially after Avatar. It's like you really thought this was a good idea because you kept doing it. It's like, could you just make movies like Unbreakable? Or
No, he doesn't have it in him anymore.
I don't. I think the more I think about,
fluke.
yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think it was the fluke. I wonder maybe if there wasn't someone in the room with him that was making some decisions for him for that. It's kind of like how,
like a cool girlfriend he doesn't give credit to.
yeah, or something. It's kind of like how.
It was probably a co-writer or an editor that was helping him before he had the massive ego.
Yeah, we watched episode 3 in theaters a few weeks ago, and we were talking about how that movie has overwhelmingly terrible dialogue. And one of the reasons is because George Lucas wrote it, and he's not a very good writer. That is just a fact. Like, he's a once-in-10 generation, creative, but he's not a very good writer. And the one exception is that the scene where the Darth Plagueis the Wise scene is a brilliantly written scene with brilliantly written dialogue. And we started wondering maybe if he didn't actually write that scene, because it doesn't match the dialogue of the rest of the film.
Quite possible. Or he could have written a rough draft and then an editor had smoothed it out for him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy when you like, I remember that movie from my childhood, and I loved it then because I was a teenager, And like I was looking for different things in films than I look for now. So like back then it was like, holy God, this movie's fucking amazing. And you go back and I still have a lot of fun, and it still hits some nostalgia that that makes it a very fun viewing experience. I love watching that movie. But it is terribly written. Like the dialogue is irredeemable in most scenes. Like it really is terrible. And it just makes me wonder maybe if he called Lawrence Kasdan in and was like, hey, I don't have time to write this scene. Can you write it? And like that's where the one good scene in episode 3 came from.
I don't have time to write this scene. Do it for me now.
Yeah.
Do it for Poppy.
I'll give you a check for 10,000. Bye.
The best Star Wars that we've ever gotten from George Lucas is when he's had someone in the room with him being like, that's not a good idea. Like Lawrence Kasdan or who's the guy that directed Empire?
I can't help.
Come on, Richard, you must know this.
Heroes, villains,
Irving Kershner.
so deadly, they
Yeah.
had to
Yeah,
build it twice.
I have.
I can confirm that's him.
Yeah. And Ralph, someone did Jedi. Like he had these people in the room with him that would be like, that's not a very good idea. Like there's a better way to do this. And then he would listen because he had already hired them. Couldn't say no. I've seen the fucking behind the scenes on the prequels, and it's him in the making of. It's him in a room, like with a bunch of people standing around nervously watching to see what he'll approve of, and then when he says he doesn't. When he says he doesn't like something, they all just nod and shake their heads instead of saying why. Like, this is good. Why not?
Oh yeah, especially the behind the scenes they show you from episode 1, where he was just completely surrounded by yes men.
That's the whole prequel. His whole time in the prequels is like that. Like every single behind the scenes is like that.
Yes, George. Keep paying us money. We love it. We love it.
And the guy that because he changed producers for the prequel trilogy. He got okay, so Mark Hand I think did Jedi. He did Jedi, and then I think Ralph. I'm gonna have to check. Ralph somebody. He got a new producer for the prequel trilogy that he hired through Lucasfilm. Who really was just like, your wish is my command. Like that was his entire like ethos to that job was your wish is my command. I'm gonna look that up now because he ended up being in the oh shit. He ended up being in the Light and Magic, which
Got you.
so producer Rick McCallum, that's his name. I knew it was Rick something. Rick Evan something.
I'll be honest with you, I can't really stand episode 1 or 2. 3 is the only one I kind of like.
Those are both toward the end of my favorite list.
And I think the huge problem is just, he didn't have anybody to help him course correct for any of these results. No one to tell him, George, that's a stupid idea. George, don't do this.
Oh, guys, we need to do something. This has become problem.
Fantastic.
50% more terminations until flattery
Oh, that's
commences.
a bad throw.
It's been new boot goofing all game.
Oh, watch out. Episode 1 and 2, I feel like we do our favorite. Chris and I rank the movies every once in a while whenever there's a new one. And they're like, those are always toward the bottom. Like, I think my least favorite 3 end up being episode 1, like episode 1, and then under that is episode 2, and then under that is Rise of Skywalker. Episode 9. Need help.
I kind of like all Star Wars on the same level.
There are always things in Star Wars that you can always count on being there, which I appreciate. Like even my least favorite Star Wars movies, there are parts of Rise of Skywalker, which is easily my least favorite Star Wars movie, that I love watching. In fact, Ben, I don't know even how he uncovered it, but he found a trailer reaction we did way back in the early parts of our channel when they unveiled the trailer for Rise of Skywalker, and there were things in that trailer that we picked up before we'd even seen the film that we really loved that ended up being things that we loved in the movie. Like there's a shot when they're fighting on the old Death Star in the water, and like Kylo Ren comes through like this mist. Like it looks cool as fuck. Like it's so good.
Oh, that's when he's fighting Rey. Right?
Yeah.
There are moments of beauty. I mean, my personal rankings of the film tend to be Empire Strikes Back,
Watch out, Han.
Return of the Jedi.
Fucking dying all game.
Oh, yes! My drink now to the pit. It was lovely.
Yeah, we are. Their highest level is 32, and we're kind of barely hanging on.
Been playing games all day. I'm like a little burnout.
Yeah.
Destiny proves no match for the villains daring to challenge the legendary Anakin Skywalker.
What was I saying?
I think that Empire and Jedi are generally at the top of my list. Chris will grant the assertion that Empire is the better movie, but the top of his list is always Return of the Jedi.
Which one's the one with Ewoks?
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, no, that's the one.
That one holds a special place in my heart because that was the first Star Wars I'd ever seen in my life when I saw that.
Yeah, mine was Empire. In fact, I had been born for just a few hours. My dad brought a VHS tape to the hospital, and that was the first movie, like, apparently that I ever watched, or at least I was in the room with. I probably didn't watch it, but
That you absorbed through osmosis.
But before I leave for the UK, I need to break out my my Laserdisc player and my Laserdiscs of the original trilogy and watch the whole thing, because it's like it's of the original like cut of the film without the special edition crap.
Oh, wonderful. I still have that on VHS somewhere.
I'm still sad that I'm gonna have to get rid of the Laserdisc player and these original Laserdiscs as well, because they're like impossible to find now.
I had a neighbor that had Star Wars on Laserdisc, and he was very proud of it. And I remember having this conversation with him as a very small child, like not being that impressed with it because I had it all on VHS, and just not understanding why the format was special. I was like, "That's cool. I have Star Wars too, man." Like,
the sound quality is so fucking good.
No reason to be on your high horse.
I had a neighbor with Laserdisc growing up in the 90s.
I think
We watched all the movies at his house.
Everyone's got that neighbor.
Did I ever tell you how I got the Laserdisc player? Because I didn't pay for it.
No.
You steal it?
I was
Steal from the right
No, it was funnier than that. I was working in New York at the time, and at Grand Central Station, Old Spice, for a promotion, put up a vending machine that operated by you putting in pieces of paper. and you had to specifically put in things that like it requested, like bottle of water or something, or a leaf.
Definitely thought you were gonna say bottle of semen, and I can't be the only one that thought that.
And which are hard things to find right in the middle of Grand Central Terminal.
Yeah, no shit.
And
Well, a bottle of semen probably is not hard to find in Grand Central Station.
Well,
True, but a bottle of seawater would be.
yeah, that's correct. That's it's too rare.
Fortunately, they weren't actually. So they asked for a rock, and I managed to find a rock, and the prize was a laser disc player with Bruce Lee's Into the Dragon.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I won it, and I got this like right before my train. Like I was almost late for my train, and then I was just running down the platform, just holding this giant ass laser disc player with the laser disc, like Into the Dragon.
Well, I won a free turkey once at a Mackinac, Illinois IGA because of a drawing that my parents didn't know I put my name in. We got a phone call from the IGA, and they're like, "Yeah, you won the free turkey," and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Can you say you won a free turkey?
Your destiny is here.
Are you asking me?
Anyone, literally anyone. I think I'd be pressed if anyone had.
I mean,
I don't think I've won a free turkey.
I've gotten free dead turkeys before. For Thanksgiving, there's always a promotion that's being run around in this area.
Oh, Kyle, you're gonna get killed, bro.
I tried to save him from himself. Where's this fucking Wookiee? There he is.
You know, another thing I was never able to fault Rise of Skywalker for were the performances in general. I don't care what anyone says about Daisy Ridley. I think she's a really good actor.
Yep, I think that, most people know this. The biggest problem that fucking trilogy had. The biggest problem with that trilogy was that it wasn't really planned to be a trilogy. Like, they didn't have a big, overarching storyline or plot. They just gave it to each director.
Cohesion.
Which is the craziest fucking way to make a new Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah, the more I learn about Kathleen Kennedy's relationship with Disney, the more I wonder how much executive interference has happened in Star Wars since the acquisition. Because she kind of accidentally let slip a while ago that back when like Bob Iger's first run before he quit, and then Bob Chapek, who was Lucasfilm Disney president. Forced her to announce projects that weren't ready to be announced, and that's why we've gotten a lot of Star Wars projects that have been announced that ended up not ever making it to screen. Stuff that she apparently like kind of pushed back against and was like, we're not ready to announce stuff like that. Like, we're not even sure we're gonna do fucking Star Wars Droids the movie. And he's like, I don't care. Fucking announce that shit.
Think not.
You are glitching, my friend. Oh, that's the song. Yeah, I also like John Boyega. And I like Kelly Marie Tran, actually. And I think it's actually really rude and kind of shitty that they relegated her character to a, oh, I can't go on the adventure, I have to stay behind and study Star Destroyers. Bullshit.
Do not oppose me.
I heard, but I'm not sure if it was confirmed that originally she was supposed to have a bigger part in the movie with Leia, but then, you know, the
Yeah.
passing happened.
Made it sound like a Highlander, the quickening.
I mean, yeah. I would agree with that.
Not so easily injured. Where?
Oh yeah, I think she might be trying to aim down sight.
Is that worse than disintegration for the heroes?
Fucking attacking my droid, you little bitch bastard.
This, the Lando has been after the droid the entire match. He has a really huge problem with that droid for some reason. Good job, Maul. Get off me, fucking Boba Fett. I am your supervisor. You can't just stand on my head.
Go like a parrot.
Probably one of our blasters.
You triple the price. I might let you live.
That's really good.
Shall we continue?
There's a Han Solo over here, Boba, if you wanna.
The heroes can't stop the Maul streak.
Has blinded.
Let's go do some Starfighters.
The deadly son of Dathomir carves a path to victory.
Yeah.
As
I think we've made our point on HPV tonight.
Good
Oh, man.
round.
Liam, what does this mean, the Lion, the Witch, and the Vending Machine? Or is this a fan fiction you're working on?
Oh
Or is
shit.
that like some weird British slang?
Sorry, send me another invite. I accidentally quit out the game.
It's
I am
probably
fucking
Okay.
probably a sex thing. Like a position.
Shows you're still.
I'm just rejoining the game now. Connecting.
I didn't notice there's so many people in this group.
In what group?
Our Xbox group.
There we go. I'm back.
I haven't cleaned it out in a while. There might be a couple of people in there that we've not played with in, like, you know, more than a year. That's generally when I start assuming they probably aren't coming back.
Did everyone else enjoy that Gungan skull cameo in
Yeah, I find it kind of weird that Gungans have
Andor.
bones throughout their entire ear. You would think that
And
that
when
shit's mostly cartilage.
Apparently not. Now it's canon.
Though, to be fair, they're probably not thinking about it from an anatomical. They're like, we need this to look as Gungan as possible, so we're going to make the ears bone. That way you can see that it has ears.
Maybe it's just really hard cartilage that quickly calcifies.
But I do love that they were calling it Darth Jar Jar as they were making it. Even though, like, officially they said to him, it's like, yeah, it's a Gungan Sith skull.
Keep the rebels away from our cruisers.
Oh, right. I'm not supposed to attack them. I'm just going to shoot my rockets at that.
A Y-wing squadron's appeared. Do not allow them to complete their bomb
My
run.
god, X-Wings are beautiful ships.
Who is responsible for...
Oh, that reminds me. We were... I think it must have been last night we were talking about Star Wars. Or not Star Wars, Star Trek. And about the
Y-wing
motion
bombers are
picture.
getting through. They must be stopped.
And It made me straight because I really like. I have a hard time making it through that movie. It's about 30 minutes too long in general. However, the reason it's 30 minutes too long, I think, is that the glory shot they do of the Enterprise in that movie, that they show off the model they built, is a lot of fun because the model they built for that movie is stunning. It is so fucking good. Like the original Enterprise A refit. No CG involved, 100% real, and that model was really big too. Like that thing was fucking huge. They did Aztec detailing with like perlite, not perlite, like pearlescent paints and shit. I actually have,
Said nerds.
True, that's very true.
Going all in on their big fucking model. Space model.
I have.
Well, I mean, originally, what was the movie was actually planned to be the start of the new
Like another series, yeah.
That rebel blockade runner
I
is
knew
in
that part.
critical condition.
There was I have a 1 to 350 scale refit Enterprise from that movie. I'll pull it out of the closet and send a picture. I haven't built it yet, and I'm not sure when I will because I'm really intimidated by it. But it's massive. I think the saucer section is more than a foot in diameter.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's huge.
Both cruisers have fallen. We must redouble our efforts.
Do you have one of those little pressurized spray guns?
Yeah. Yeah, I use an Awada. Like, you know, airbrush.
The shield generators must be protected.
You paid like $100 for it. But it's like one of the good ones.
A couple.
I learned on a $30 airbrush from Amazon, and those are
Yeah,
like just as good. Honestly, the only issue you run into is that it's like you kind of have to replace the parts a little more often, and finding the replacement
Rebel
parts for them
reinforcements have arrived.
is pretty
Y-wing
tough.
bombers. Keep them from
In fact, speaking of my airbrush, I have this 3D printed Grogu. It's like a statue. It's like 4 or 5 inches tall. That I think I'm gonna paint this summer. Because I've not done a figure painting in a while.
If they take down the shield generators,
That's a skill that I would like to keep developed.
I follow some real artists on TikTok. They like make fucking lightning come out of a sword by like painting little white wires, and then the light effect of the lightning on the character. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would never say that anything that I do is like me being an artist. It's very functional. Like I need my X-wing to be X color, and I know enough about it to get by. But I've seen people do insane bullshit with airbrushes.
The shields around the dock must remain functional. Defend the generators. Watch yourself.
I think I just killed that guy. I'm so sorry. I think these guys might be cooked.
Yeah,
defending our fucking shipyards.
The rebels have destroyed a shield generator.
Alright, Yoda. Even when you killed me, I killed somebody.
Did you guys see me drop a seismic charge in the tunnel? I thought that was.
I saw a ship completely disappear. It's cool.
I thought that was pretty smart, pretty clever.
Smorp. Yeah. In my first interceptor, I killed 12 before he shot me. He would have been hailed as a mastermind for the Empire. I'd be like, retirement now, please.
Swear to God, they better let me play this as light side.
It is a great map, light side.
I don't think we are. I think we're gonna end up going somewhere else. Yep.
Endor. Endor's still good. Let's see if we get light side.
Nope.
Clear us a path to that
Love Death Robots came out with a new season, and they.
Oh, is that out? When did that come out?
Nice.
Yesterday.
That should be on my calendar. I'm gonna go download it after this. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. Actually, I was literally just thinking, what am I gonna watch tonight? That's gonna be it. Anyway, go ahead.
Came out with one of the new mini episodes, like they had the mini zombies last season.
Oh, like the little
stop motion.
Yeah,
miniature, whatever.
Right, and in the first season it was
Dawn of the Dead.
Well, no, they did something where like something took over Earth and like subjugated humans.
Is that the one where the robots were left, but the cats were left behind?
No. This is about the zombie one. It's like
yeah, the one I'm thinking about isn't zombies, but it's like a little like you don't actually see any characters because it's like it's told from a micro point of view. So like
that's it, but it's zombies. Damn.
Right, but I thought that they did one where it wasn't zombies. Like I thought it was in the first season they did one that wasn't zombies. That it was something that we created that they didn't end up like eating anyone. They just subjugated the human race, and then sent like rockets into space, and like figured out space travel.
I don't remember this. The first season. I'll have to look.
How many seasons have they had now?
The new one is Aliens, and it's hilarious. It is as good as the zombie one.
Cool.
When the yogurt took over, after scientists accidentally breed super intelligent yogurt. It's season 1, episode 6.
Okay, I'll have to watch it because I don't even remember that one.
It is really good. It's one of my favorite ones in that season.
Zombie one is a total comfort show. Like, it's 7 minutes, so sometimes I'll just watch it on my break at work to like de-stress.
Just imagine all your coworkers and zombies.
Oh yeah, me too, man. I got a fucked up knee. I wouldn't be able to run away. It is what it is.
They are
well,
actually.
That's why you need to get one of the forklifts. Use that as your way of getting out, and a weapon. I'm sure you know how to operate one of them, right?
Propane is easy enough to come by, and it wouldn't be immediately coveted, I don't imagine.
Ben, do you have Love, Death, and Robots in the UK, or is that a show that's way too cool for you guys? Like a little too spicy for you guys.
Got that one with the monster fights. Like they just fight in arenas or being controlled by people. That one was fucking bad.
That was season 1, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's an avatar sort of shit that they're doing. she...
And I also really like the crab one. The demon crab on the ship.
The dead guy that washes up on the beach is one I remember a whole bunch.
That's a good.
It was also kind of depressing, if I remember, being a little depressed by it.
The demon crab one you're talking about, is that the one where the guy is like in deep space and he's like on the space station and he thinks everything's going well?
Well, yeah, he's
the woman that he loves, and then in reality she's just like a spider creature.
Yeah.
That's given him like
feeding
a reality
him a false reality. Yeah.
And you're not quite sure if she's just feeding on him or she actually does love him. It's just every time that she shows him the truth, he just goes fucking insane again.
I don't even remember that one. I gotta watch a whole bunch of episodes again. No, this one it's like they're on a pirate ship, and a giant kraken crab is in the hull of their ship.
That does sound
and
vaguely.
he makes a pact with the crab to start feeding it crew members.
It's really
so
gross, right?
him.
Yeah, that.
Oh, it's vile.
Yeah,
It's
I
hyper violent.
I kind of remember that now.
It's really good.
I've got
And that same studio from another season, they did a really cool one where they're like in a giant alien hive, 2 humans.
We're the only 3 people on that team, by the way.
Okay, I was gonna say, I got Poe in like a death spiral underneath the Star Destroyer.
Watch a whole bunch of that.
You got me. Mostly because you got me to get into space junk.
I don't remember the space one though with the Viking spider. Do you remember what season that one's from?
I don't. I just remember being like icked by it and being like, well, that sucks for all parties involved. Because like, if the space spider actually does love him, then it's like, it's a really sad situation because like she's the only one keeping him alive in this like ruined human space station that's like outside of human space because I think it had like a crazy mist jump or something. And he just keeps going crazy every single time he discovers that his reality isn't real and he can't accept what she actually looks like.
It's just because he's drinking spider milk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like spiders, and the way you said that isn't good.
He's like plugged into her to her nest and her webs and everything.
An alternate reality Ganny McCour.
Yeah, but there's a possibility tomorrow night that Sean might not be able to come in, so it might just be Monty's character. So in that case, Sean has given me the responsibility of doing his will.
Okay.
So
I have a like
I hope he left something to Slems because Slems will get notice of it and he'll come back as an NPC to claim what's rightfully his. I know he will.
By the way, after discussing yesterday the idea of sending assassins after Slems, I've revisited. I think I'm going to talk to Andrew about it and see what she thinks. I have
I noticed they have the secret society of assassins here. Do you think that it's worth sending one after Slems?
I mean, we are here.
The problem is that I get this this feeling that every second you spend in that part of the map, it's just generally dangerous, and you could just get stabbed.
Yeah, it's a pretty lawless area.
Which I like. You know, you gotta. I know that I have a kind of a host of like organizational things to do as well, so we can kind of like figure out what's happening and like what's happening next. There's a bunch of shit that I just didn't necessarily learn about how the ship works because I wasn't, like, I didn't need any of that information other than how the radio worked. For example, so I understand how our power distribution works, but
They're destroying our tie bombs. We need to defend them.
like I'd have to look at the diagram, but the ship can the ship has, like, let's say it's like 18 units of power. Is that like max?
What, for a system?
Yeah.
Like, are you asking if you can overcharge a system?
Yeah.
Generally not.
Okay, so like, so whatever the stat is on that drawing of the ship, like that's as much power as it can take.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that probably in that case represents optimal power.
So then I don't think that we really have too much of a problem. Like, we don't have to switch things around for combat, right? Because like,
the biggest draw for you tends to be that that holographic that disguise your ship as a different ship.
right? But if we're not expecting to since we're not jumping, the jump drive isn't being used. We can just use power from that, and not sacrifice any of the other systems.
Sometimes, though, you want to have the jump drive.
Right? No, you want to be able to run away. I get it, but like it's like
because it could take 10 to 30 minutes to like really power up all of those systems.
That's a lot of back and forth firing.
Yep.
So also, where astrogation is concerned, is the astrogator able to start early on jump prep before combat starts?
Generally, they need to know where in the system they are to make accurate calculations.
Okay, so is that a yes or a no?
So, let's say you go into a system, you can tell them, okay, start to make calculations for X system. They're like, okay, Captain, they do it with where you currently are and the current time of where you are in the system. Then let's say
I need to ask a better question. I think let's say that you encounter a ship, you aren't sure about the disposition, if they're going to be friendly or not. You're not sure if you're going to be involved in the fight. What happens if you tell your astrogator, or you have a pre-agreed upon condition where, like, we make sure that the shields are powered, and all, or no, I guess we don't have shields. And the astrogator starts working on jump prep before we know how the fight's going to end up, if there's a fight at all.
Maybe get advantage on rolls for
The area is clear. It's time to
Like,
press
for-
our
would have
advantage.
systems in place.
Right, because what I'm thinking, like, let's say that we have a preconceived, like we would call it condition 2, where we see a ship, we're not sure if it's going to be hostile or not, we may be in a fight, but I want to be able to jump out quickly. So we have, while we're communicating and while we're figuring out what the situation is, the astrogator can be working on a jump.
Yeah, she could be working on the calculations, but then that's also going to be dependent on your engineer who is operating your J drive, who will then need power to operate the said systems.
All right, so what I'm saying, though, is let's assume that the condition that I mentioned allows for the jump drive to be powered. Then she would be able to... In fact, let's say that the condition requires that the jump drive be powered. So...
Okay, so powering the jump drive, spooling the jump drive will take anywhere from generally like 10 to 20 minutes.
So that means as soon as we land out of wherever we are, Daniel, you start a 10 to 20 minute timer. Cannot happen sooner than
between
that.
jumps, yeah. So
you know,
that also means that if we jump in, we talk to someone, let's say combat starts or whatever. So we have a 10-minute conversation. That means we need to last for 10 more minutes before we can jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Provided that your engine or the jump drive isn't damaged.
If you're turning the jump drive off in favor of powering up other things. Otherwise, if it's still on, I don't think there's that much of a problem. It's just astrogation, plotting a course time.
And you are also, in the case of having your jump drive spooled at all times, you're giving off a higher energy signature as people see that you are ready to jump.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't.
Which might give a different impression to people who are scanning.
Yeah, I think in the situation that I'm thinking of, I'm not like. I wouldn't expect to be able to like stealth jump without anyone knowing that. In fact, that would be kind of a cool thing, though. Like if you had a ship that could do that.
Your character probably would have heard that the Third Imperium has ships like that.
I'm gonna start. So they're kind of trying to bully us a little bit.
Let's see that.
Richard, if we did sit down as a crew and came up with, plan A, plan B, plan C, would you give us role advantages if we remembered?
Yeah, I always like giving you guys little advantages for role playing and doing certain things.
I mean, my general idea.
That's as close to a yes as we're gonna get. Then.
Like my general idea is doing like a navy, so like wartime sailing in the Navy has different conditions, right? So like when you're not necessarily in a fight,
Disabling those sensor clusters will weaken its
you're just kind of like cruising or whatever. You see something that you know you're gonna fight with, you set condition 1, which sets all power to like guns and shit. Or you have a different condition for we might need to run. And so we make sure that shit's powered up and ready to go, even before we know kind of what the situation is. Hey, what are you doing? Stay out of that.
You're also going to have to be bringing in this bounty now that you have this information. So
who? Red Thane or whoever?
Yep.
I thought he was dead or alive.
Yeah, but for bringing in the bounty, generally speaking, you don't want a body.
Oh. So we'll just go. We'll go dump.
So
we'll go space diving for it.
Ship shares?
Slam.
You didn't take him with
I
him.
don't know. I think your current crew might see your departure as Slam's foregoing the ship shares.
I would tend to agree.
I wouldn't. I don't know. Let's see how the king feels about that after after Slems is newly appointed position to head cultural archaeologist of discovery and searching, development, RNG.
Yeah, we're gonna have you killed, or we're gonna have Slems killed, I think.
Just curious, Monty, how good is Slems at spotting art forgeries?
Its defenses are down.
I could see him being pretty good at that, actually.
No, 0. No, what the fuck? Zero.
You don't think Slems would have like a weird sixth sense about things that aren't worth as much?
I feel like he would be able to taste like knockoff drugs and like bad booze. Like this is not a, minted 1936 Chardonnay. This is peach juice with vodka.
So we'll see how well Slam is getting back to with that.
Fire.
You know, we were pretty short-handed that entire match, and we still kicked the shit out of them, by the way.
Oh yeah, they sucked.
That was actually pretty funny. Maximum Fish says Phantom Menace Mall split in 2 type gameplay. I don't know what that means. There aren't enough of y'all to get the amount of kills to win. Oh, is that right? Was that your assessment of the situation? Because what I think just happened was that we won the match.
Did we win? I wasn't even paying
Yeah,
attention.
no, we won. That's gonna be it for me tonight. I'll see you gentlemen tomorrow evening.
Adios, guys.
Have a good night. All right, tomorrow 7 o'clock Central will be this week's episode of Gungans and Dragons, which is our weekly tabletop RPG. So come by and check that out. It'll be a lot of